Okay, we're next now going to look at your external documents. So these are all the documents that you need to comply with. So legislation, regulation, standards, codes of practice. You may have some client documents that you're required to comply with as well. We've set up the master external document list as a bit of a starting point for you. It's not got everything that everybody needs. It's just a starting point. So feel free to have a look at the master document list first, and then feel free to add whatever you need to add for your business after that. So I'm going to click on this now. So what I would do is just scroll through the list. Do I store gas bottles? This standard. If you do store gas bottles, click add to my documents. If you're required to wear helmets, just click add to my documents. So for example, I'm going to add the high-vis garments. You can now see that when these are not zero, this means it's already been added to your system, so you don't need to add it again. I'm going to add helmets. So our system is going to comply with ISO 14001, so I've added that document. We're going to add 45001. And we'll add 9001. And we're going to also comply with the risk management principles. And so we just scroll through the list. We've put awards in here as well. Sometimes that's one that gets forgotten. This says how it's roughly applicable for your business. And scroll through the list. There's a couple of pages here. Once you've added what you think you need to add, you can then we'll come back to this system up the top. And then we can have a look at all the items we've got on the legal compliance list. So you can see those ones I just added in there. We then need to review how they're applicable for our business. When we do that review, then we can add in the review date and automatically it will come back with the reviewed by. If there's any changes, add the review information. If there's a new reporting mechanism that's been added that you need to comply with, add it in. In the case of awards, it's quite often changes to pay rates, or as we just heard this morning, we've got an extra public holiday. If you're compliant, I'm just going to go into one. So we can, if you can add your revision info here. If you're compliant to 14,001, then select compliant. And then hit submit, and that will update. And so you've completed your audit and everything's compliant. Hit submit. And we can go back to the list now. And you can see that that's marked as compliant. This forms part of your process for your management review, where it's at least for environmental and for the other documents, you can report on your level of compliance. It's also a good point to check if you've got client documents, like client media relations procedures or things like that. You can go back to the client and check whether they've been updated so that you can make sure that you're maintaining compliance with the most up-to-date documents. That's basically it. By all means, add any new ones if you've got other stuff that you need to add. We come back to our system menu. We can now click off both of these items. And that's it for legal compliance.